So you and your spouse make $150,000 of total household income. What can you afford in this market? So let's determine how much this couple can afford, okay? Making 150 grand a year. So using my quick and dirty way of doing a pre-approval, which is a video you should go see if you haven't already, we'll use that as a benchmark and then determine whether those numbers make sense for this couple by showing the long form math behind it. Okay, so they make 150 grand per year household income. Okay, so you know the quick and dirty way is 150K times 4 equals 600K. And then let's say they have a down payment of, I don't know, we'll say down payment of 60 grand, call it. It's 60K. So using the quick and dirty way of doing a pre-approval, they should have a buying power of 660K. And that's the purchase price. This is the maximum purchase price that this couple can afford. Okay? Now, let's verify that to see if it makes sense. We know that they make 150K. And what ends up happening is that from a mortgage qualification standpoint, the amount of income that we can use to service debt or to pay for all the debts that we have is a maximum amount of 44%. So in other words, 44% of this amount is the very maximum that we can use within the application. So doing that, we get to a monthly amount of $5,500 per month. And that's 44% of the income. Okay, so that's what it amounts to on a monthly basis. Then you have, I don't know, let's just say they have a car loan for whatever, 30K. And let's say that's 700 a month. So what ends up happening is that 700, which gives us 4,800 per month. And this becomes the magic number that we can't exceed in the application on a monthly basis. I'll explain. Moving on. From this, we know that their purchase price is 660, okay? Because that's what the dirty math tells us. So let's see if that's in fact true. So 660K is their purchase price. And we know that they have their down payment of 60K. So you subtract both those numbers, which gives us a 600K mortgage, okay? That's the mortgage amount. But we also know that there's insurance involved because we have less than 20% of a down payment. So the mortgage insurance gets added back into this, which the mortgage insurance in this case is 24K. So that's the, insurance, which gives us a grand total of a mortgage of 624 grand for this particular transaction. Knowing that, let's just say the going rates are a flat 5%. For argument's sake, let's just say we are getting a 5% interest rate over 25-year amortization. What ends up happening on our end is that we have to qualify the application on this rate plus 2%. That's the stress test. So we in fact have to pretend that you're getting a 7% interest rate over that same 25-year amortization. So what ends up happening in this case is we'll say that your mortgage payment turns out to be, with that 7%, $4,071 per month. Plus, with the property that you'd end up getting, there's going to be property tax. So we have to add the property tax. And we'll call it on a monthly basis. Maybe at this price level, it would be maybe like $300 per month. And then there's the heat, which by default, we always say $100 per month. So in this case, if you tabulate all this, it comes out to $47.71 per month. Is this number lower than this number? Yes, it is. This means is that they qualify for a 660 purchase with a 60 grand down payment.